Okay, so latest updates. Got the PET scans back. Yeah, got to see the doctor a couple of days ago. Got the updated treatment plan, that sort of stuff. See, I've gotten rid of the fluffy scalp. Did miss a patch on the back and got around most of the day with that. Kept the cap on. I'll flick in a little picture about the little patch. Yeah, half a tennis court. But anyway, yeah, walked around with that all day, but smooth as now. Now, yeah, went to see the consultant, got the scans back, all good. I'll put them up. I've been playing around with the images, befores and afters, that sort of stuff. So I'll put up a little comparison with the front on view. I tried to scale them so they were equivalently equal, like pretty even in size or depth. They were taken at slightly different depths. So you've got the PET scan where they that's slices like a CT. I'm assuming, so they're slightly different depths, so it doesn't kind of match perfectly. But I was just looking at the bony landmarks, so the vertebrae and pelvis, sacrum, that sort of thing, just to try and compare sizes. So I'll pop that up. Okay, now I'll put up both the recent ones. So there's a front on view, and then there's a side on view. So with the side on view, there's the kidney, ureters down to the bladder. So that's all there, and the lymphomas really sort of well, when you look at it, it's sort of big spoon, little spoon. So I've got the anatomy behind that. Then you've got the lymphoma that's sort of sitting in front of it. Okay, so it's actually behind a bit. Yeah, you see the big spoon, little spoon sort of thing. Yep, that's so you can see it, and it's kind of we had 4 days between the first scan in those images, and when I started the steroids, which sort of slowed it down a little bit and sort of took the pain away, the hip pain and that sort of stuff away. And then it was a full week before the chemo started. So over 4 to 5 weeks, it grew as much as you saw in my earlier video. So it's reasonable to expect that it had grown again by a significant amount. It's a little bit shorter at the top, a little bit longer at the bottom. The bulbous sort of edge is just cracked off. It hasn't spread. It's changed shape. I took that ought to be a bit of a positive thing. Yeah, it's sort of fragmented without spreading, so it's sort of still in the same area. Yeah, not good enough. Apparently the consultant was pretty underwhelmed by the change. So I was thinking it had gotten bigger. We've brought it back down. It's sort of changed shape. It's showing some effect, but yeah. So we're changing the plan. So it does get pretty cool. I've got complete confidence in these guys. So we've just yesterday. So after a few days, I've been continuing with that venetoclax, and so clarify how that works as well. There's this receptor on the lymphoma. I think it's BL2. So I think there's a few doctors that'll be looking at this, and so it's BL2 receptor, and what that does is it's one of those receptors on a cell surface that stops our immune system from attacking it. So it's got plenty of those. So this is aiming to sort of lower the effectiveness of that receptor and allow my immune system to attack it. So less so it tells the lymphoma it's allowed to die, but it allows the immune system to get stuck into it. So so we've doubled the dose of that yesterday, and we're going to use that in combination with these other 2 drugs, which rituximab, which I've been on before, and a progression of that in combination with some chemo. So the way they explained that to me was that we've got these drugs that so it's immunotherapy, so it's assisting my immune system to attack it. But it piggybacks the chemo end. So instead of the chemo just circulating and affecting everything it comes across, and predominantly those high turnover cells, which is the cancer, and getting stuck into my hair follicles and all that sort of stuff, it's piggybacked into the lymphoma. So he's hoping that we see a much more dramatic effect on that. And there's a trial going on in Melbourne which is in its late stages, and there's this trial that's in its late stages. My consultant's putting me forward for that, just in case. There's a bit of a process to get involved with that. And they engineer my white cells. And this gets pretty cool. So the way a virus works is that it attacks a cell, it gets into a cell, and then it uses the mechanisms of the cell to replicate itself. So it injects its DNA into the cell, and that's how viruses replicate themselves, and then they erupt out of the cell and spread. So I learned a little bit about this in biology back in the 90s at uni, and they use these virus vectors. So they get some DNA, they use a virus to get it into my neutrophils and killer T cells, so white cells, and they program it to attack the lymphoma. So they're going to engineer my immune system to be more aggressive against the lymphoma, which these guys. So it's brilliant. So yeah, the chance of that being effective is much greater. And I guess it's a more structured kind of thing that I was talking about with the transplant, wherein your immune system is more aggressive against the lymphoma. So it's kind of the same thing. They're modifying my immune system to be more aggressive against the lymphoma. So that's down in Melbourne. And I think they harvest my white cells, and either consultant wasn't sure, but they either do it here, but he thinks they might send it off to America. And yeah, meanwhile, the tests for donors and looking for transplant donors and things like that is ongoing. So results should be back pretty soon from my brothers, and then if that's no good, then they'll have my results as well. So they'll chuck me on a database, and that's worldwide. So we'll look for anyone who's interested in donating. So yeah, I think the new drugs that they haven't arrived yet. So Roche is the company that makes them, and my consultant got onto their rep on Friday and filled out the paperwork, and they all this stuff has to go to an international committee. I guess you have to prove that you've failed on the cheaper things that are normally effective, and then you get approved for these sort of extra drugs. So they've approved that, and we're just waiting on them to be delivered. So there'll be the 2 immunotherapy drugs plus the chemo, and that'll be just outpatients for one day, and then the next day I'll go back in and get more chemo, and that should be happening on Thursday and Friday. And we get another scan, so some more pictures coming in roughly 3 weeks from now. So we'll see if any of that's worked. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm trying not to be such a lazy bastard, and I'm getting into the outdoor gym and making the most of this awesome facility. So this is all just sitting outside Royal North Shore Hospital. Awesome AstroTurf, AFL field and playground for the kids over there. So if Whoopi's looking for any examples of awesome little designs for our sporting facilities, they don't have to look much further than this. Awesome. Okay, thanks for all the messages too. This video is to let people keep up to date and show the pictures as much as anything else, but it's really sweet to get all the messages and stuff. So yeah, keep them coming. So it's nice. Thank you. Bye.